Dear Chosen One, there are moments in life when destiny calls, and only those who are attuned to the voice of the divine will recognize the path laid out before them. If you are here right now, reading these words, it is not a coincidence. You have been chosen. A work has already been decided in your favor, and the doors to abundance are opening before you. The only question is, will you step through them? But before we begin, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to those of you who have supported this message through Super Thanks. Your generosity is not just an act of giving, it is an act of faith, a sign that you are investing in something bigger than yourself. Whether you donate or not, know this: I appreciate you. Your presence, your energy, and your commitment to your own growth are what make this journey so powerful. This isn't just another message passing through your feed. This is a divine appointment, a sacred transmission sent directly to your soul. Everything in the universe has conspired for you to arrive at this exact moment, and what you're about to take in has the potential to alter the direction of your entire life. Are you open to receiving it? I invite you to quiet your mind, settle your heart, and fully engage with what's being shared. Don't rush through this. Every sentence carries divine weight. Each truth woven into these words has the power to unlock something inside you, to shift how you see your path, to destroy the invisible chains that have held you back, and to lift you into a realm of success far beyond anything you've imagined. If something inside you whispers that you were made for more, then now is the time to respond. Declare your readiness by leaving your most heartfelt intention in the comments, along with the number 999, a number that signifies divine completion, inner transformation, and the unfolding of your heavenly calling. This small but bold action sends a clear signal into the spiritual realm. You are open, willing, and positioned to receive everything that's already been set aside for you. You're stepping into your abundance. The divine shift is already in motion. So, let's begin this journey together. Chosen One, this easy job will make you a millionaire. God has suggested it to you. Now let's talk about something deeply important. You were never meant to live a life of struggle, wandering aimlessly or settling for mediocrity. Deep within you, you already know this. There is something different about you, something that sets you apart. You were chosen for something greater, for a divine assignment that will not only lead you to financial success, but will also bring fulfillment, impact, and meaning to your existence. This is not wishful thinking. This is the truth that has been written about you since the beginning of time. Think about it. Do you really believe that God, the creator of heaven and earth, would place such a powerful vision inside you only to let you live in lack? As Jeremiah 29:11 declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Your abundance has already been written into your destiny. The only question is, will you step into it? Many people in this world have been conditioned to believe that wealth and success are reserved for a select few, the ones born into privilege, the ones with the right connections, the ones who got lucky. But do you think David was born into royalty? No, he was just a shepherd boy when God chose him to be king, as 1 Samuel 16:11-13 reveals. He was overlooked by everyone except God, and when the time came, he stepped into his calling with faith and boldness. This is the same for you. Wealth is not about where you come from. It is about where you are going. It is not about what you have been given. It is about what you become. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty, raised by a single mother, and faced unimaginable hardship. But she understood one thing: she was meant for more. She didn't wait for circumstances to change. She changed herself. She became the kind of person who attracted wealth, influence, and purpose. She aligned herself with her divine calling, and as a result, abundance followed. Now let's talk about you. Have you been holding back, waiting for the perfect conditions, the ideal timing, or a golden opportunity to finally embrace your calling? If so, it's time to stop waiting. The divine assignment that will lead to your breakthrough, yes, the one destined to make you a millionaire, has already begun. God has already deposited within you every tool, every idea, every ounce of potential required for success. The only thing still missing is your movement. You might be wondering, what exactly is this work? How do I access the abundance that's meant for me? The answer, though simple, is deeply powerful. You must grow into the version of yourself that is prepared to receive it. As Proverbs 23:7 declares, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." Prosperity doesn't chase the lucky, it finds the ready. Those who live in abundance didn't stumble into it. They conditioned their minds, built unshakable faith, and aligned their inner world with their divine purpose, spiritually, mentally, and physically, so they could step confidently into the blessings God had already written into their future. Now it is your turn. The universe is already shifting in your favor. Doors are opening, and resources are aligning to support your mission. But none of it will matter if you don't move. Will you continue to hesitate, questioning whether you are truly chosen? Or will you rise up in faith, claim what has already been written for you, and step into the abundance that is rightfully yours? The decision is yours to make, chosen one. Your journey begins with a single powerful decision. The decision to believe. Not just to believe in success as some distant possibility, but to believe that you are worthy of it. To believe that your past doesn't define your future. To believe that despite every obstacle, every delay, and every hardship, you are being divinely guided towards something far greater than you can currently see. Many people let fear and doubt chain them to mediocrity. They convince themselves that they are not smart enough, not talented enough, not deserving enough to achieve true success. But do you think Moses felt qualified when God called him to lead an entire nation? No. In fact, he doubted himself, saying, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" as Exodus 3:11 reveals. Yet God does not choose the qualified, he qualifies the chosen. And you, chosen one, have been called for something extraordinary. Fear is an illusion, a shadow that grows only when you give it power. It is the final test before the breakthrough. The enemy wants you to hesitate, to doubt, to retreat. But if you feel fear right now, understand this. It is proof that you're standing at the threshold of something life-changing. On the other side of fear is your breakthrough. On the other side of doubt is your destiny. And on the other side of hesitation is the wealth, influence, and abundance that have been waiting for you all along. Do you think the greatest visionaries of our time never felt fear? Look at Elon Musk. He risked everything multiple times because he believed in something greater than his doubts. Oprah Winfrey was told early in her career that she wasn't fit for television. But did she let that lie define her? No. She chose to believe in the vision God placed inside her, and now the world knows her name. And what about you? Are you going to let fear dictate your destiny? Or will you be like David when he faced Goliath, small in the world's eyes but unstoppable because of the power within him? As 1 Samuel 17:45-50 declares, he didn't wait for proof that he could win. He stepped forward in faith, and the battle was already decided before he even threw the first stone. This moment is your confirmation. The work that will make you a millionaire has already been prepared, but only you can decide to step into it. Everything in this life is about energy, where you direct it, how you nurture it, and most importantly, what you believe about yourself. If you want to see external change, you must first transform internally. If you want to experience abundance, you must first know without a doubt that it is already yours. Look at the wealthiest, most successful people in the world. They do not hope for success. They expect it. They do not question whether they are meant for wealth. They know it. And because of that certainty, they move differently, they think differently, and in doing so, they attract differently. Now you have been given the same opportunity. The only question is, will you claim it? Will you rise above the mindset of lack and step into the identity that has been waiting for you all along? Will you have the courage to say, yes, I am chosen. Yes, I am ready. Yes, I will walk into my divine inheritance. The answer is already inside you. God doesn't make mistakes. You were not placed here by accident. The struggles you have endured, the wisdom you have gained, and the fire that still burns inside you, they all serve a purpose. You were chosen for a reason, and now that reason is being revealed to you. The only thing left to do is step forward, chosen one. Pause for a moment and truly reflect on what is happening right now. Do you think it's a coincidence that you are here, reading this message, feeling something stir deep within you? No, this is the moment you have been prepared for. This is the divine confirmation you have been waiting for. This is only the beginning, but what comes next will change everything. We are about to go deeper into the exact steps you need to take to align yourself with divine wealth. You will learn how to clear the invisible barriers that have been blocking your blessings, how to activate the work that will open doors you never imagined possible, and how to step into a level of success that most people only dream about but never achieve. But before we move forward, there is something you must understand. You've already been chosen for this path. What has been stopping you from stepping into the abundance that was meant for you? Is it fear, doubt, the belief that maybe this is not for you? The enemy's greatest strategy is deception. He wants you to believe that wealth, success, and divine favor are reserved for others, those who were born into the right circumstances, those with better connections, those who just got lucky. But that is a lie. Look at Joseph. When he was given a dream of greatness, he was just a young boy. His own brothers betrayed him, threw him into a pit, and sold him into slavery. For years, he endured struggle after struggle, false accusations, imprisonment, setbacks that would have broken an ordinary man. But Joseph was not ordinary. He was chosen. And when the appointed time came, he was not only lifted out of his suffering, but elevated to a position of unimaginable power and wealth. As Genesis 41:41 declares, so Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Now take a moment to reflect. What about your own journey? Have you walked through pain, betrayal, disappointment, or seasons where your dreams seem to slip further out of reach? If so, hear this clearly. Nothing has been wasted. Every heartbreak, every setback, every delay has been shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what's about to unfold. The battles weren't meant to break you. They were forging a resilience and wisdom that will carry you into a level of success few ever attain. Look at the story of Oprah Winfrey. She was born into extreme poverty, endured trauma and rejection, and was once told she didn't belong in the world of television. But she never let those voices define her future. She carried an inner knowing that her life had greater purpose. And because she never gave in, because she stayed aligned with the vision planted in her soul, success found her. She didn't chase greatness. She became the type of woman greatness was drawn to. And whether you realize it or not, the same transformation is unfolding in you right now. If you're still here, still reading, it's a sign. Your spirit is awakening, and you are being called to ascend to the next level. This isn't a random message. It's a divine invitation into what has already been written in your favor. Your very presence here is proof that something deep within you already knows the truth. You were made for more. But now the question stands, will you rise up and claim it? Most people will hear a calling and ignore it. They will let fear keep them small. They will let self-doubt rob them of what was meant for them. But you are not most people. You have always felt different, haven't you? You have always known, even if you couldn't explain it, that you were meant for more. That is because you are chosen. And now the time has come for you to step forward. What happens next is critical. The work that will bring you wealth has already been set into motion, but only those who align themselves with it will receive it. Everything you seek is already seeking you, but to receive it, you must move differently, think differently, believe differently. So what will you do? Will you continue to wait, hoping that one day things will change on their own? Or will you rise up in faith, knowing that this very moment is your confirmation that you were never meant to live an ordinary life? The choice is yours, but one thing is certain. What comes next will change everything, chosen one. The work that will make you a millionaire has already been decided. It is not something you have to create from nothing. It has been set in motion, waiting for you to align yourself with it. But here's the truth that most people never realize. It is not about waiting for wealth to come to you. It is about becoming the kind of person who attracts wealth naturally. You have heard the stories, people who went from poverty to prosperity, from failure to success, from uncertainty to complete confidence. But have you ever stopped to ask what separates these people from everyone else? Why do some individuals seem to rise no matter what life throws at them, while others stay trapped in struggle? It is not luck, it is not privilege, it is not external circumstances. It is a decision to fully embrace their calling, a decision to believe without doubt that they are destined for more, a decision to take action before the evidence appears, before the doors open, before success seems guaranteed. And because they make this decision with unwavering certainty, the universe, by divine design, responds to them. Look at King Solomon. He did not ask God for money or material wealth. He asked for wisdom. And because he aligned himself with divine understanding, wealth chased him. As 1 Kings 3:13 declares, "I will also give you what you did not ask for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings." Solomon's riches were not an accident, they were the result of alignment. And this same principle applies to you. The truth is, wealth is not about money itself, it is about energy. Everything in this universe, including success, opportunities, and financial abundance, operates on energy. Those who understand this principle never chase money. Money chases them. They do not beg for success. They attract it. And now it is time for you to shift into that mindset. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that people who constantly struggle with money seem to stay stuck in that cycle? They stress, they worry, they focus on their problems, they talk about how hard life is, and what happens? They continue to experience lack. Their energy, their focus, their words are all reinforcing the very reality they want to escape. But now look at the ones who expect abundance. They speak confidently about their future. They walk with certainty, even before success manifests. They make bold moves as if they already know that prosperity belongs to them. And what happens? Opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. Doors open for them. Wealth flows to them with ease. Do you think this is a coincidence? No, this is a universal law in action. As Proverbs 23:7 declares, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." If you believe you are meant for lack, lack will follow you. But if you know without a doubt that you are chosen for wealth, that abundance is your birthright, then it will begin moving toward you in ways you never imagined. Chosen one, what you focus on expands. This is not just a motivational phrase, it is a spiritual and universal law. If you focus on struggle, you will continue to struggle. If you focus on lack, you will experience more lack. But if you shift your focus to opportunity, opportunity will begin to present itself in unexpected ways. If you fix your mind on the truth that the universe, by divine design, has already prepared the work that will make you a millionaire, you will start to see it manifest before your very eyes. So how do you access this power? How do you fully embrace your identity as the chosen one and step into the abundance that's been waiting for you? It all begins in one place, your mindset. Your mind is the master key to your destiny. Every thought you allow to take root is shaping the reality ahead of you, whether you're aware of it or not. Each thought emits a signal, a spiritual frequency that either pulls abundance toward you or pushes it away. As Proverbs 23:7 declares, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." What does that tell us? It means your external world is a direct mirror of your internal one. When you give power to fear, doubt, or negative beliefs, you unintentionally block the very blessings designed for you. But when you make the intentional choice to think, speak, and carry yourself with the confidence of someone who already walks in success, your entire world begins to transform around you. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always struggle with finances, no matter how hard they hustle? It's not a lack of effort, it's a mindset of scarcity. They live in constant anxiety about money, always talking about how tough life is, and their words and thoughts keep reinforcing that cycle. Now contrast that with those who live in abundance. They carry themselves with a quiet certainty. They don't merely wish for prosperity, they expect it. They don't let fear control their moves. They don't need to see the results before they believe. Instead, they make a bold decision to believe they are worthy, and because of that, life rises up to meet them. The world mirrors back what they've already decided in their spirit. Think about King Solomon. He did not ask God for riches, he asked for wisdom. And because of that alignment, wealth chased him. As 1 Kings 3:13 declares, "I will also give you what you did not ask for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings." Solomon understood something that most people never will. Wealth is not something you chase, it is something you become aligned with. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was told she wasn't fit for television. She could have let those words define her, but instead, she decided that she would not live according to other people's opinions. She chose to believe in her vision before anyone else did, and because she made that decision, her success was inevitable. The truth is, you must now make the same decision. Right now, in this moment, you must begin to train your mind to see yourself as wealthy. You must feel it before it happens. You must think, speak, and act as if you are already successful. This is not pretending, this is alignment. Here's something powerful that most people don't realize. The version of you that has already achieved greatness exists in another reality. Every possible version of you exists, the struggling version, the average version, and the millionaire version. The version that achieves greatness is not some far-off fantasy, it already exists. It is simply waiting for you to step into alignment with it. Think of it this way. Imagine there are two radio stations. One is broadcasting a frequency of lack, struggle, and doubt. The other is broadcasting a frequency of abundance, success, and divine favor. Both exist right now. The only difference is, which one are you tuned into? If you have been living in struggle, it is because you have unknowingly been tuning into the wrong frequency. But the moment you shift, the moment you align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the identity of someone who's already successful, everything changes. Doors will open, opportunities will appear, the universe will start moving things into place for you. But now the question is, will you claim it? Most people will read this and hesitate. They will let fear and doubt convince them that this is not for them. But you are not most people. You have always known deep inside that you were meant for something greater, and now you have been given the confirmation you have been waiting for. Will you continue to wait for success to happen to you, or will you step forward, knowing that this moment right now is your chance to align with the abundance that has already been prepared for you? The choice is yours, and the moment you make it, everything will shift in your favor. Chosen one, alignment requires action. You cannot simply desire wealth, pray for success, or visualize abundance without stepping into the reality of who you were created to be. You must move. You must take inspired action toward your destiny. The work that will make you a millionaire has already been prepared, but it requires something from you. It requires movement. Let me ask you something. If you genuinely believed that success was guaranteed for you, how would that change the way you live today? Would you still hesitate when faced with big decisions? Would you keep putting off your dreams out of fear? Would you continue to question every opportunity that crosses your path? Of course not. You would move with unwavering certainty, acting boldly and confidently, fully convinced that everything is aligning in your favor. And that's exactly the mental and spiritual shift you need to make right now. Think about Abraham. As Genesis 15:5 declares, God promised him descendants as countless as the stars, but that promise didn't come to life overnight. Abraham had to take action. He had to walk in faith, moving toward a future he couldn't yet see with his eyes, but believed in with his heart. And what happened? His obedience and faith made him the father of nations. That same principle is alive in your journey. Faith by itself isn't enough. It needs movement. You can't just believe you're called. You must also take bold, intentional steps to receive what has already been divinely arranged for you. This is why those who reach the highest levels of success think and move so differently. They don't sit around hoping opportunity might show up. They expect it. They don't wonder if things will work out. They operate from the belief that success is inevitable. They show up with the energy and presence of someone who knows their victory is already secured. And spiritually speaking, it is. Think about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He did not just sit and wish for greatness. He worked for it. He trained his mind and body long before he became one of the highest paid actors in the world. He moved forward, even when there were no guarantees. He understood that certainty creates momentum, and that momentum leads to success. And now, it is time for you to do the same. The moment you decide to move as if the universe has already aligned everything for your success, everything will shift. Doors will open, opportunities will appear, resources will come, the right people will enter your life. It will feel like magic, but it is not magic. It is universal law responding to your belief and action. Remember this: the universe does not reward hesitation, it rewards certainty. When you walk with confidence, knowing that you are chosen, everything begins to align. But when you hesitate, when you doubt, when you allow fear to hold you back, you delay the blessings that were meant to reach you sooner. So today, I challenge you to act. No more waiting, no more questioning whether success is meant for you. It is. If you are still here, if you are still reading this, it means you are ready to go deeper. You are not just someone who stumbles upon success. You are someone who is stepping into their destiny with full awareness. You are awakening to the reality that wealth is not something you chase, it is something you become. And the work that will make you a millionaire, it has already been set in motion. Now it is time to align with it fully. Chosen one. Everything you see in this world, the towering skyscrapers, the revolutionary inventions, the billion-dollar empires, was once just a thought in someone's mind. Every fortune ever built began with a single idea in the mind of a person who refused to settle for mediocrity. The only difference between those who create greatness and those who don't is this: some people believe in their vision enough to act on it. And now it is your turn. What separates those who achieve success from those who never rise above average? It is not talent, it is not background, it is not luck. It is the ability to see opportunity where others see obstacles, the ability to act when others hesitate, the ability to persist when others give up. Take a moment to consider Noah. As Genesis 6:14 declares, God gave him a divine instruction: build an ark. But for years, while he labored in obedience, people laughed at him. There was no dark sky, no thundercloud, not even a hint of rain, nothing to suggest the urgency of what he was building. Yet Noah didn't wait for visible evidence. He trusted the vision and acted in faith. Because he moved before the storm arrived, he and his family were the only ones preserved. His obedience saved generations. Now ask yourself, what about you? You already carry within you everything required to fulfill your purpose. You possess intelligence, creativity, and vision. The only true barrier that has ever stood between you and the extraordinary life meant for you is belief. Belief in who you are, in what you're capable of, and in the truth that your destiny is far greater than anything you've experienced so far. Think about Walt Disney. Before his dream became a global legacy, he was fired for lacking imagination. Imagine if he had accepted that verdict, let it define him, and walked away from his vision. But he didn't. He saw something bigger, something clearer than any rejection or setback. He kept moving, undeterred, and because of that relentless faith in his vision, the world was forever changed. Now that same kind of belief is beginning to awaken in you. You're starting to see yourself differently, not as someone passively hoping for success to knock on the door, but as the one who opens the door and steps boldly into the life you're meant to build. You're no longer waiting for change. You're realizing you are the one who initiates it. This is the beginning of your alignment with your true identity, the chosen one, the one who defies odds, the one who creates what others only dare to dream. Chosen one, success isn't about timing, it's about tenacity. There is no perfect moment. Those who rise to greatness don't wait for clarity, they create momentum. They take the first step even when the path is uncertain, and as they move in faith, the way begins to unfold. That's how destiny is revealed. Think of it this way. Imagine you are standing in a dark room, and the only thing visible is the next step in front of you. Most people hesitate. They let fear paralyze them because they cannot see the full path ahead. But the chosen ones, the ones who go on to build extraordinary success, understand that the light will only reveal the next step after they take the first. They walk in faith, knowing that the way will become clear as they go. Look at Peter. As Matthew 14:29 declares, when Jesus called him to walk on water, he did not wait for the waves to calm. He did not ask for a guarantee. He simply stepped out, and as long as his faith remained strong, the impossible became possible. But the moment he let fear creep in, he began to sink. This is what happens when hesitation replaces action. Momentum is lost, and the blessings that were meant to flow stop. Right now, the universe is waiting for you to take that step. The resources, the ideas, the opportunities, and the people who will elevate you, they are already in place. But they will not appear until you move. Wealth does not chase the hesitant. Success does not favor the fearful. Only those who take bold, unwavering action will unlock the doors that have been prepared for them. But action alone is not enough. It must be intentional. Every move you make is sending a signal to the universe. Every decision is either pulling you closer to success or pushing it further away. So, what are your daily habits? Are they aligned with wealth? Are they the habits of someone destined for greatness? The most successful people in the world do not waste time on meaningless distractions. They do not allow doubt to dictate their actions. They do not surround themselves with negativity. Instead, they are laser-focused on their mission. They invest in their growth, in their knowledge, in their skills. They seek out mentors. They surround themselves with people who inspire and elevate them. And most importantly, they operate with discipline and consistency. Think about Michael Jordan. He did not become the greatest basketball player of all time by hoping for success. He trained harder than anyone else. He practiced even when he was already at the top. He understood that talent alone was never enough. His discipline and mindset set him apart. The same applies to you. So, are your actions aligned with success? Are your habits leading you toward wealth or keeping you stuck? Because the truth is, your future is already being decided right now by what you choose to do today. Chosen one, discipline is the foundation of success. Without it, even the greatest opportunities will slip through your fingers. This is where most people fail. They desire success, they dream of wealth, but they're unwilling to commit to the daily habits and effort required to manifest it. They love the idea of being financially free, but do they truly have the discipline to show up every single day and do the work? This is the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who merely wish for it. But you are different. You are chosen. You understand that financial success is not something that happens by chance. It is something you build, one small choice at a time. What decisions have you made today that are moving you toward your destiny? Every action you take is shaping your future. Every moment spent hesitating is delaying the blessings that are already meant for you. If you are not actively working toward success, then by default you are working toward failure. There is no in-between. Look at Daniel in the Bible. He wasn't just favored by God, he disciplined himself daily to stay aligned with his destiny. Even when it became illegal to pray, he continued praying 3 times a day, as Daniel 6:10 declares. Would you have the same discipline if the world was against you? His consistency positioned him for divine protection and elevation, even in the face of adversity. What does that tell you? God rewards discipline. He does not bless the lazy, the inconsistent, or the hesitant. He blesses those who are steadfast in their purpose. And here's something most people don't realize. The greatest wealth is not built in moments of excitement. It is built in moments of consistency. What do your daily habits say about the person you are becoming? Success is built in the early mornings when the rest of the world is asleep. It is built in the late nights when others are wasting time. It is built in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when you are learning, strategizing, and executing on your vision. This is why only a small percentage of people achieve massive success, because only a small percentage are willing to do what it takes. Most people look at successful individuals and think they were lucky. They had the right connections, they were born into the right circumstances. But what they don't see are the countless hours of sacrifice, discipline, and relentless focus that led to that success. Are you willing to put in the work when no one is watching? Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Before he became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, he dominated bodybuilding. Before he was a movie star, he was waking up at 5:00 a.m., lifting weights for hours, pushing himself beyond his limits every single day. His success was not given to him. It was earned through discipline. What areas of your life need more discipline right now? And now it is your turn. The very fact that you are reading this is not a coincidence. You were meant to hear this message. This is your confirmation that wealth, success, and divine favor have already been written into your destiny. Are you ready to claim what has already been decided in your favor? The only thing left for you to do is fully step into it. So now, are you ready? Are you truly ready to stop making excuses and commit to the life that has already been prepared for you? Are you ready to move past fear, past doubt, past hesitation, and step into the power that has been waiting for you all along? What has been stopping you from stepping into your full potential? If you are, then you must start acting like the person you are destined to become. Start thinking like a millionaire. Start making decisions like a millionaire. Start moving like a millionaire. How would your life change if you truly believed success was inevitable? You must align every part of your life, your thoughts, your habits, your daily actions, with the version of yourself that is already successful, already wealthy, already walking in divine favor. And when you do, something incredible will happen. Opportunities will appear where none existed before. Doors that once seemed closed will suddenly open. The right people, the mentors, the partners, the connections will be placed in your path at the exact moment you need them. Success will start flowing toward you, not because of luck, but because you have finally aligned yourself with the frequency of abundance. Can you feel it? The shift is already happening. The only thing left is for you to take action. This is the moment that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. So let me ask you one final time. Will you commit? Will you discipline yourself? Will you take the action that most people refuse to take? Because the truth is, the next chapter of your life has already been written in your favor, but only you can decide to turn the page. Chosen one. The universe does not withhold abundance from anyone. Everything you desire, wealth, success, divine favor, has already been made available to you. It is not a question of whether you can have it, it is a question of whether you will claim it. Right now you stand at a pivotal moment, a moment that could change everything. Will you step into it? The very fact that you've made it this far already sets you apart from the crowd. Do you understand how rare that is? Most people never get beyond their own doubts. They spend their entire lives in a cycle of hesitation, waiting for the perfect timing, for ideal conditions, for someone else's approval to begin. But you've already shown that you are different. Simply by continuing on this journey, you've proven that something deep within you is stirring, something that refuses to settle, something that knows you're being called to more. Think again about Abraham. As Genesis 12:1-2 declares, when God instructed him to leave behind everything familiar and journey into an unknown land, there were no reassurances, no guarantees, no visible sign that blessings would follow. Yet he moved in faith, and because he obeyed, he became the father of many nations. Imagine what would have happened if he had hesitated, if he had allowed fear or doubt to hold him back. The promise was already written, but it still required his response. And now, chosen one, that same invitation stands before you. It's your turn to step forward in faith. The work that will make you a millionaire has already been decided. It is not something you have to search for, it is something you must step into. Every challenge you have faced, every delay, every closed door, every hardship has been preparing you for this exact moment. Can you see it now? This is why nothing else worked before. This is why you always felt different. This is why you never fit into the mold of normal. You were not meant to live an ordinary life. You were meant to step into extraordinary abundance. Look at Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks. He grew up in poverty, but he didn't let his circumstances define him. He believed in a vision that no one else could see. He took action before success was guaranteed, and because of that he built a global empire. What if he had waited? What if he had doubted his ability? What if he had refused to take the risk? At this point you understand that wealth is not about luck, it is about alignment. You now see that success is not something you wait for, it is something you create, and now it is time to accelerate. Are you ready to move at the speed of faith, the speed of certainty, the speed of divine alignment? Because once you do, the doors will open faster than ever before. Resources will flow to you effortlessly. The right people, the right opportunities, the right ideas will come into your life at the exact moment you need them. But here's the truth most people never realize. The universe does not reward hesitation, it rewards action. It rewards those who step forward in faith, who move before they see the full picture, who trust that everything is already aligning in their favor. So let me ask you one final time. Will you claim what has already been prepared for you? Will you continue waiting, doubting, second-guessing, or will you rise up, step into your calling, and claim the abundance that was always meant for you? The universe is waiting. The opportunities are waiting. All that is missing is your decision to step forward, chosen one. Most people believe that success is a long and difficult journey. They think that becoming a millionaire takes years, decades even. But here's the truth. Time is an illusion. The universe does not operate in years, months, or days. It operates in energy, frequency, and alignment. Some people stay broke their entire lives not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they never shift their mindset or actions. Others go from zero to financial abundance in a short period. Why? Because they step into a high frequency. They move differently, they think differently, they act differently. What about you? Are you still thinking like the person you used to be? Or are you stepping into the mindset of wealth? Look at the story of Joseph. He was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery and imprisoned. From the outside it looked like his life was moving backward, but in an instant everything changed. He went from the prison to the palace in a single day. As Genesis 41:41 declares, so Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Joseph's elevation was not gradual, it was divine acceleration. The moment his alignment was complete, the shift happened instantly, and now your shift is waiting for you. How quickly will you align yourself? The speed at which you reach your financial destiny is determined by how fast you align yourself with success. When you are completely aligned mentally, emotionally, and in action, everything accelerates. Doors open effortlessly, unexpected opportunities appear, money flows in ways you never imagined. But here's the greatest truth. The biggest enemy of speed is hesitation. Every time you second-guess yourself, every time you wait for the perfect moment, you delay your blessing. Have you been holding yourself back? Have you been waiting instead of moving? The most successful people in the world make decisions fast. They trust themselves. They take action even when they don't have all the answers. They don't let fear dictate their movements. And that is exactly what you must do now. Look at Elon Musk. When he started Tesla, everyone doubted him. Experts told him it was impossible. But he didn't wait for proof. He moved before the evidence was there, and today his vision has reshaped the world. What if he had hesitated? What if he had let fear stop him? The people who change their financial future are those who act with certainty before the results appear. Now, think about the people you surround yourself with. Are they elevating you or holding you back? If you spend your time with those who think small, who live in scarcity, who fear success, that energy will slow you down. You must put yourself in environments of abundance. Read books by successful people, watch content that expands your mindset, engage with mentors and communities that think bigger. Stop acting like someone who is hoping to be successful. Start acting like someone who already is. Make decisions from that place. Walk into every room with the confidence of a millionaire. Speak with the authority of someone who already knows success is theirs. When you act as if, you accelerate your alignment with the reality you desire. And here's one more truth. If you want to be rich, you must create value. Money flows to those who provide solutions. Learn skills that produce massive value. Sales, marketing, investing, business, negotiation. The more valuable you become, the faster wealth will flow to you. So now, will you keep moving at the slow pace of hesitation, or will you accelerate into your destiny? Because the moment you fully align, everything that was meant for you will come rushing in faster than you ever imagined. Chosen one, the rich do not just work for money. They make money work for them. They do not trade their time for dollars forever. They understand how to multiply their wealth, how to make their money grow even when they sleep. Look at the wealthiest people in the world. Do they live paycheck to paycheck? Do they fear financial instability? No, because they study wealth. They understand how money moves. They learn about investments, passive income, and financial strategies that keep them in abundance for generations. This is not a secret, it is a choice. Have you made that choice yet? Right now you are standing at a turning point. You have already received the message. You already know that you are meant for more. The work that will make you a millionaire is already unfolding. The only question left is, how fast will you claim it? How much longer will you wait? You must understand that the longer you delay stepping into your power, the longer you delay your wealth. The moment you shift, mentally, emotionally, and in action, everything accelerates. How much longer will you let fear slow you down? Look at the story of Nehemiah. He was just a cupbearer before he became a great leader who rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem. He didn't wait for perfect conditions, he took action, and because of that the impossible happened in just 52 days, as Nehemiah 6:15 declares. What does that tell you? Time is not the issue, alignment is. There are people who go from struggle to massive success in just a few months. Why? Because they made a decision. They stopped waiting, they stopped playing small. They stepped fully into their power, and the universe responded instantly. And now the same is available to you. The only question is, will you take it? Because the moment you fully commit, wealth will begin moving toward you faster than you ever imagined. Are you ready, chosen one? You must become obsessed with your success. Not with desperation, but with absolute certainty. You must wake up every day knowing, not hoping, that wealth is already yours. You must move through life as someone who expects success, not someone who is merely wishing for it. Why? Because the universe responds to certainty. Think about David when he faced Goliath. He did not hesitate. He did not approach the battlefield wondering if he would win. He walked forward, knowing that victory was already his. As Samuel 17:45 declares, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." What if you walked into every opportunity with that same unshakable confidence? If you want to see results fast, you must be all in. No more halfway commitment, no more fear, no more waiting. The ones who achieve massive success do not move with hesitation, they move with conviction. Are you ready to move with that level of speed? Ask yourself, are you truly ready to claim your success faster than you ever thought possible? Are you ready to fully align with the millionaire version of you that already exists? Because make no mistake, your wealth, your breakthrough, your divine elevation has already been written. The only thing left is for you to step into it. Everything has led to this moment. The lessons, the mindset shifts, the challenges that forced you to grow, all of it has been preparing you for the final activation of your financial destiny. Nothing has been wasted, nothing has been random. Do you see it now? Everything that happened before was just setting the stage for what is about to happen next. The work that will make you a millionaire has already been decided, and now you are fully stepping into it. No more doubts, no more delays, no more playing small. How fast will you move now that you finally understand that success is not about chance, it is about alignment? You now know the truth. Wealth is not something outside of you, it is already within you, waiting to be unlocked. The universe does not give abundance to those who sit back and wait, but to those who boldly claim it. Look at people like Jeff Bezos or Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx. They did not wait for permission. They did not move hoping their ideas would work. They acted as if success was already guaranteed, and because of that, the world had no choice but to match their belief. And now, this is where everything changes for you. This is the moment where you break free from old limitations. This is the moment where you rise above doubt, fear, and hesitation, because now you are no longer someone who hopes for success. You are someone who expects it. You are someone who demands it from life. Can you feel the shift? You must understand that the universe operates by law. The law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of action. Everything you desire already exists. There is no shortage of money in this world. There is no shortage of opportunity. The only thing that determines whether you receive it is your alignment and your action. So now you must start seeing yourself as the person who is already successful. You must think as they think. You must move as they move. You must live as if your wealth is already guaranteed. What would you do differently if you knew success was inevitable? Because when you make this shift, everything changes. You will become a magnet for success. The doors that were once closed will swing open. The people you need will be placed in your path. Money will flow toward you effortlessly, not because of luck, but because you have finally stepped into the energy of absolute certainty. Chosen one, from this moment forward, there is no more doubt, no more second guessing, no more questioning whether you are worthy. You were born worthy. You were chosen. The work that will elevate you into financial abundance has already been prepared. Now it is time to act like it. But let me ask you this. What would happen if you fully embraced this truth? How would you move differently if you knew success was already guaranteed? Would you still hesitate? Would you still question whether you are ready? Would you still waste time waiting for the perfect moment? Or would you walk with the confidence of someone who knows that every step they take is already divinely ordered? The final step in this journey is full activation. No more waiting for a sign. This is the sign. The moment you have been preparing for has arrived, and now it is demanding that you rise. Are you ready to step into it fully? Are you ready to claim what is already yours? Look at the most successful people in the world. What do they all have in common? They act with certainty. They move with power. They do not hesitate. They do not look for permission. They expect success, and because of that, success follows them. They walk into rooms with confidence. They claim their space. They do whatever it takes to turn their vision into reality. What if you started living like that right now? Think about Joshua in the Bible. He was given the mission to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land, but there was an obstacle, the walls of Jericho. Instead of hesitating, instead of doubting whether it could be done, he followed divine instruction with full faith. He led his people to march around the city for 7 days, and on the 7th day the walls collapsed, as Joshua 6:20 declares. What does that tell you? Breakthrough happens when you move in obedience without hesitation. What walls in your life would come crashing down if you fully stepped into your purpose? What would change in your reality if you walked with the mindset of someone who already knows their destiny is secure? What opportunities would open up if you refused to let fear dictate your next move? What if you stopped waiting for proof and started acting as if success was already inevitable? From this day forward, you must embody this mindset in every part of your life. You must move differently, you must think differently, you must operate as if you already have everything you are working toward. Speak only words of power, take only actions that move you forward. Cut out anything that drains your energy or slows you down. What distractions do you need to eliminate? What habits do you need to build? What relationships do you need to let go of in order to rise? Commit to growth every single day. The greatest transformations do not happen overnight. They happen in the small, consistent choices you make daily. Think about Jeff Bezos. He didn't wait for the perfect time to build Amazon. He started while working out of his garage. He saw the future before anyone else did. What if he had waited? What if he had doubted himself? What if he had convinced himself he wasn't ready? The wealthiest, most successful people move before the evidence appears. They step into their destiny before the world recognizes them. That is what you must do now. And now this is your identity. This is the moment where everything shifts for you. You are no longer someone who hopes for success. You are someone who expects it. You are someone who demands it from life. How different would your reality look if you simply refused to accept anything less? Money flows to those who demand it, who are ready for it, who move like they already have it. You must become a channel for abundance. This means making decisions based on where you are going, not where you are right now. Are you making decisions from faith or from fear? Are you thinking like a millionaire, or are you still thinking like someone waiting for permission? Are your actions aligned with wealth, or are they aligned with scarcity? You must trust that the universe is already aligning everything in your favor. The people you need to meet, the opportunities you need to receive, the breakthroughs that will take you to the next level, they are all in motion. Your only job is to stay in alignment and keep moving forward. So now I ask you one final time, will you fully embrace the identity of the chosen one, or will you let hesitation steal what is already yours? Will you continue playing small, or will you rise into the person you were always meant to be? Because the moment you say yes to your destiny, everything will shift in your favor faster than you ever imagined. Beloved chosen one, success is not complicated. It is simple. It does not require luck, privilege, or waiting for the perfect conditions. It requires total commitment. Most people never reach their full potential because they hesitate. They let doubt creep in, convincing them that success is for someone else, someone with better opportunities, more talent, or fewer obstacles. But you will not be one of those people. You will be the exception. You will be the one who proves what is possible. You will be the one who refuses to settle, who steps fully into their divine calling. You will be the one who rises, succeeds, and creates generational wealth. The cycle of lack ends with you. The decision has already been made. The work that will make you a millionaire is already in motion. The only thing left for you to do is step fully into it. No more hesitation, no more waiting for a sign. This is the sign. The moment has arrived, and it is demanding that you rise. Will you claim it? Will you move with the certainty of someone who already knows their success is inevitable? This is your final declaration. This is your confirmation. The shift is happening right now. Stay in this energy. Stay in alignment. Keep moving, keep growing, keep stepping into the wealth that has already been prepared for you. Everything you desire is already seeking you, but it will not wait forever. Move now, act now, become now. This is just the beginning. The journey continues and your success is already written. Now go and claim it. I want to take a moment to thank you for being here, for investing in yourself, and for choosing to step into your highest potential. If this message has impacted you and you would like to support this work, you can do so through Super Thanks. Your support allows this message to reach more people who need to hear it, to awaken them to their own divine calling. But whether you choose to donate or not, know this: I am deeply grateful for you. Your energy, your presence, and your willingness to grow are more powerful than anything. The fact that you are here, that you have made it this far, is proof that you are already stepping into your new reality. May you walk in divine favor. May doors open effortlessly for you. May you move forward with the unstoppable momentum of someone who knows that abundance is not only possible, but inevitable. May every resource, every connection, every opportunity meant for you appear at the perfect time. And above all, may you never forget, you were chosen for this. The only thing left to do is rise.